Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Outer Wilds. Actually, yeah, the game didn't save, as I thought it probably didn't. And at first I was like, oh no, but then I was like, oh well, like, technically, I did a lot of talking to all the characters. I went around and did all the little side things you can do. But I don't know if they're actually necessary for anything later, I'm not sure. But I just got back here to the place where you get the launch codes within like I think it was like 30 seconds. It's crazy. I spent an hour in the game, which I don't regret, by the way. I loved going around and looking at everything, reading everything, talking to everybody, learning about this world. I loved it. But now we're back here again, and this is gonna happen once again, I guess. Yeah. Let's take a look at what happens here. That is the whole... Now, because I didn't do all the side stuff, does that change? Hopefully nothing changes, because if it does change, I will actually like go back and replay stuff. Because I definitely want to have like all I did under my boots as well. But yeah, this is made by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with the most detailed look yet in Nomai, who appear to be covered in a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as a part of their antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where the species came from and what happened to them. So it's so interesting that now the statue is permanently this way. It looked at us and then saw what we did. Again, I have such a paranoid feeling that like all the stuff I did, the side quest stuff, the G0G cave stuff, if you guys say to me like, hey, actually, Calvin, you know, hey, Roma, you actually will, it is different if you don't do all the side stuff, then please let me know, because by God, I love that side stuff. I love talking to those people, and I want that to be 100% a part of my playthrough if that's what's needed. But I have them like spiritually. Oh, Hal. Hey, so did you get a look at the Nomai statue? The statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened and then saw images from our memories, from your own memories, and glowing flying lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like medically speaking? You know what? Don't worry about it. Maybe you should sit down for a bit and take it easy. I'd hate for anything bad to happen if you tried to launch while you're not feeling great. But hey, when you're ready, then you can make the most of our translator tool. Can't believe it's all grown up and leaving for space already. For real though, I'm glad you're the one carrying it. It's not like Riebeck, they'd fall in it for sure. So if you want to do a short trip just to get your space legs on it, you could check out the ruins in Adelrock. I'd love to know what those are. Good luck and safe flying. It's so interesting as well because like, the worry is there, and the reason I kind of was like, okay, let's move on after this conversation is because like legitimately, oh look at the sunrise over, that's so cool. It's very clear that he was not going to believe us. And I don't think we were going to get anyone to really believe us in that moment as well, it seems. Yeah. And that's understandable. Like, hey, this glowing rock is looking at me. Yeah, that makes sense. So what's so... Man, the music is so good. Someone said, a commenter said that, like, you know, of course Romer spent an hour in the game and didn't launch yet. And not in an insulting way, that's just, you know... how my playthroughs usually go. We like to focus on as much as possible. It's like what I like to do. I don't feel bad about that whatsoever, of course. And the person wasn't being mean. They're actually just like, you know, that's a Romer playthrough. And yeah, for sure. Tefra?
Hello, astronaut. Are you going to space today? Are you going to space and never coming back like
Oh, wow. Don't worry, I'll come back.
That's what Felsbar said too, but they never did. Holmes was really sad if you don't come back. Oh. Like how sad it makes them to talk about Felspar. She makes sure you don't get lost in space too.
That's so sad, right? Because it's like, we talked about how like Felspar is almost like mythical at this point, the way they talk about Felspar, but like it's also grounded, as we said. Felspar is a person. Yes, it seems mythical because of the poster and the way they talk about them as like, you know, this first expedition goer and haver. But they're also someone that people liked and cared about, and now they're using it as well, and not using it, but not as a tool, but like they're kind of like, it's in the back of their mind when they're thinking about us too. What if we don't come back? Right? What if we don't get, oh, this is a great, wait, so this is a great shortcut. I don't think we could jump people all the time, could we? No, we couldn't. That's really cool. What a cool shortcut, right? Yeah, it's so interesting how like the loss of Feldspar does weigh heavily on these people. And again, as it would, right? As it would. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of the launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. So I guess this is where we have to put in the launch codes. Oh man. Oh man. Big deal. Big deal. Oh my god. The feeling is rising, man. This magical feeling. What's this stuff over there? Great view. No ways. Oh my god. This is so cool. We have like, there's like medical supplies here. There's like this is our zero gravity suit as well. We have like posters on the wall that give us like they're like a little scout, it's called. Maybe it's like a little tutorial in a way. We have the ship log, which shows us where we are. Right now we're on Timber Hearth. We are Hearthian. Rumor mode. Whoa. Esker's camp. Sounds like Esker is still stationed in Attlerock. They've been there by themselves for a little while, so we should go there maybe? Wait, oh, so man, they're like, we lost some of our rumors then. Is that what happened when we didn't talk to everybody again? I hear when there's no more ruins near Attlerock. No one's knows what they are and what they're built. Oh man, we might have lost those things. We might have lost those things. If that's the case, let me know and we'll see what we can do about it. We'll see what we can do. Oh, there's one of those, feels like a zero gravity rock as well. Man, this is so cool. Buckle up. So wait, so should we go to Attlerock first? Is that what we should do? Esker camp. So, well, we'll see if we can find it then, right? Attlerock? Oh my god, we have to do it manually. Oh my god. Okay. So, in terms of the map, this is Timber Hearth. Right? This is Brittle Hollow. Giant's Deep. Do we choose where we get to go? The Interloper. Dark Bramble. So whereabouts would you say out of, well, we can find it, right? There was ruins, right? Are we actually like flying out of the system right away? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So let's go find those ruins. I know where those ruins are. And there was also the crater where the smoke is over here. Should we check it out? This is so interesting, man. It's like literally just like letting us fly here. Oh! What's the best way to like land? What's the best way to land? Oh! Maybe not great. But look, it's there. It's working out. So this is where we saw the smoke, right? No, that was... Oh, I thought this was smoke. There were branches. But look at this. Holy hell. And who are you? Tech Guide. We talked to him as well. Hey, excellent. Thought you were taking a tin can of yours to space today. What are you still doing here? Me, I saw something crash over the horizon. I didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures. My little scout was sending back. So I thought I'd come here myself and take a look. Is that a Dark Bramble seed? So what crashed? So we'd heard about Tech Guide already as well. I don't know what it is. Exactly. Looks like some kind of plant seed. Well, it's not anything I've seen on Timber Hearth before. And trust me, I was quite an explorer back then, so this is something he hasn't even seen before. Do you think it's extraterrestrial? Kind of looks like something that might have come off a Dark Bramble. Whatever it is, yeah, it's put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, actually, and that's a fact. I think I'll set Marl and Hall loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later, or no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anyone to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside. Tuff can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. Obviously, the opening is too small for someone to fit inside. And anyway, I'm not going to blind and stick my hand into anything that looks unpleasant as that seed does. That's a good way to lose an arm or two. So he's not even quite sure what this is. It's really cool that the exploration is very free-flowing, right? So I guess, like, maybe I wonder if there's even, like, a wrong way to go about this. In terms of exploration and finding things and all this stuff, too. Blessed seed did a lot of damage and it crashed. Like this crater. So this is what crashed? Need some from me, hatchling? You sure this seed isn't from Timber Hearth? Back in my younger days, I explored everywhere there is to go in Timber Hearth. And saw everything there is to see. And then some. Trust me, we don't have anything like this. I reckon this thing's from Dark Bramble if it's anywhere, hatchling. Very cool. Very, very cool. So we should check out the rest of it. So that's what crashed here? Man, this is like so expansive. Timber Hearth, look at that. Oh my god, look at that there. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh, we're in space. We're in space. I want to make sure. Oh no, 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 no. Lock on. How do I go back into here? Just like this? Into the atmosphere? How do I go back into here? Landing mode. I want to stay on Timber for a while. Oh god. This is... Yeah, I want to stay here for a bit. But man, it's crazy how free-flowing this is, right? All the movement and everything as well. It's crazy how free-flowing it is. Oh my god, dude. The vastness of space just out in the distance as well. We can lock onto different places below us as well. So these just geysers, I think they are. Oh, look at the sun there too. But I want to, yeah, so this is where the seed is, right? Yeah, so is that like an asteroid over there? So I kind of want to see if there's anything else we can find here also. Like, what's in here? Okay, stop. Oh god, 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 oh, matched the velocity! Velocity matched. I'm so bad. I'm gonna have to learn to, like, land properly, I think. So what is this? So it's inside a geyser as well. Hold to translate. Mining site 2B. Oh, is that the way to unlock it? So already we're getting some exploration here as well. Oh, I'm not sure if I like the darkness though, man. The darkness is kind of like a bit scary. Oh my god, look at the... Oh, that scared me. This is so dark. Is this safe to jump through? Can we jump through the waterfall? No. Oh. Oh, did we die? Yeah, we died. I thought I could jump through the waterfall. Wait, what? What is this? What is this? Wait, that's like the same thing that the Nomai thing did. What? It's showing us all the stuff we did. It's like a... No way. No way. No way! What? What? Did the Nomai thing resurrect us or something? What the hell just happened? Did I just die? Bad dreamer, son, you still look half asleep, but that's a negative on being deceased. What the hell just happened? I know it's tradition to sleep out under the stars and the night before launch, but if you ask me, it makes you all a bit jumpy. How safe would you say this thing is? It's a perfect 10 unless you're factoring the pilot error, in which case it's about a 4, no offense. What the hell just happened? Did the interacting with the Nomai statue just make us like impervious to like dying? Like, did we just resurrect? Which means no matter what, if we die, it seems we're always going to end up on... We'll end up back here. What the hell, man? And it seems like like, I wonder if then if it was like recording our memories in some ways. I do not know how to land. I guess going to land-in mode is probably the best way to land. How do I land? Go into land-in mode. I wonder if like it was like recording our memories somehow and then like sending us back into that. What is this location? Flying is going to be tough for me. I'll say that right now. These are beautiful locations, but yeah, that was so weird. Should we go back to the statue, maybe? But I feel like no one's going to believe us fully about that anyway. And my death was so funny. I died, you know... I died jumping through a waterfall. What's down here? Is that another one of those... Oh god, it's one of these things. That looks like the frig... If I turn around with this, like, change... Wait, no, it didn't even, like, it didn't move. Wait, where is it? Oh, it is one of those things. Wait. In the ancient glade, the quiet shade, it's always dark across the old bark. Everything's changing. Everything's changing. Every time I look away, oh my god, this is so scary. What the hell have I found? Everything's changing. Everything is changing. Then how does one get back out of here? Through there, obviously. So let's just not even look away. There's some anomalies on this world for sure. Should we just like rip the band-aid off and go to a different planet and just see what it's like? We can always come back here, right? Just let's rip the band-aid off. Let's go to a different location. Let's go somewhere cool, you know? They did tell us to go to Attlerock as a possibility. Man, first of all, that death was like an hilarious first death, by the way. The fact that I just jumped through a waterfall and got slapped off the ground. I wouldn't have it any other way, I feel like. Was it up here is where I came from? The movement in this game is so smooth, by the way. It's so smooth. Yeah. I think let's look around the place a bit more for the Attlerock ruins as well. Is there a way to like see Dark Bramblesleeve, Quantum Grove it's called. Okay, Quantum Grove. So if this is over here, from the Hearthian village, as well as the main source of explosions on this planet, the Nomai statue is an observatory, opened its eyes, looked at me, and now I saw strange glowing lights, and my own memories flashed before my eyes, and it brought us back to life too. So, if we mark this location on the hood, and then, but actually it would be like, no, I think I know what we can do here. So we can mark this village over here like this as well. It's so crazy how expansive this is. Whereabouts is the village is this way. Man, I'm scared. This is already very overwhelming, but I feel like we're gonna get the hang of it eventually. So the village is here, right? So if the rock, if it's over here, that's where the chasm is. That means it should be over here, right? Adderrock? That's the, okay, perfect. Okay, so we can go here. That's a great starting experience. Okay, I thought it was gonna be on land. No, it's over here, the Adderrock. So we match velocity, right, as we're coming in here. Is that a good way to, like... And then we go into, like... Oh, wait. We go into, like, landing mode? Like this? Unbuckle, maybe? Did I do it right? I'm sure you guys will have notes on ways to do that and ways to, like, do it that better. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot! Oh my god! We can't breathe out on the moon! On the Adderrock! Oh my god. That is crazy. At least we know where to go now, but we have to suit up. It's not just a zero gravity suit. We need to put on a space suit. That is so silly. That must be so scary to breathe life into ourselves over and over again as well. Oh my god. I thought that we could, like, breathe in space or something. That's so funny. This is good. This is the best start ever to a playthrough. That's hilarious. Can I suit up now? Can I just keep the suit on as we go out here? Or is that no, that's bad because we want to suit up as we're going out, right? Yeah. This is so funny. How did you die? Went into space without a spacesuit and waterfall. What do you mean? What do you mean waterfall? I died to a waterfall. What, like you died? You fell in a waterfall? That's Brittle Hollow. No, I mean, like, I died. Well, that's cool. Look at this area here. We can walk on our own planet, right? I want to see what this is. This looks like a cool location. That's so funny. Waterfall and not understanding space. Closed due to fire damage. Oh, the old radio tower, while an important landmark, is unfortunately closed thanks to unsanctioned flight testing of an extremely powerful model rocket. While we hope to repair the radio tower in the future, all construction efforts have currently focused on the planned museum expansion of the observatory. Sincerest apologies to Slate and Micah, Hornfels museum curator. What's wrong with me? So this was a radio tower, but all the kind of, like, resources have gone to, like, there's Adderrock, is it? All the resources have gone to the observatory now. Oh, look at this. You think someone's laid out here? Or someone was out here just, like, hanging out? I mean, it is a camp. Charting stars, again, out by the radio tower. They're so bright out here. I only wish I was able to record them faster. Admittedly, I could use more patience. I get so engrossed in my work that at sunrise becomes on a welcome deadline, and daylight a grating slog. Someday I'll have to study the mechanics of how time manages to slow to a syrupy crawl whenever I'm anticipating something. In the meantime, I've turned to Gabro, a resident expert in leisurely whiling away the hours, who recommends the following. Gabro's 3 foolproof steps in dozing off. Light a nice cozy campfire and get comfortable. Gaze deeply into the serene warmth. Let the time begin to slip away as you allow the flames to lull you into peaceful slumber. If Gabro knew I'd taken notes, they'd probably think I'd finally cracked, but I refuse to accept sass from an astronaut who deliberately burns their marshmallows. I love the personality in these as well. Yeah, such a nice idea. Like, again, like a campfire just, like, right in view of the radio tower. It looks like a really awesome thing as well. Okay, let's actually go to Adderrock this time, and this time we'll actually get our suit on. You guys have to pretend that everything that happened there before did not happen. That's your job for today, guys, okay? I never did anything. Engage autopilot? Whoa, wait. Wait. I don't want to go to Brittle Hollow. I want to go to Adel Rock. There's the ruins over here. We should probably check these out too, right? Yeah, I want to check these out too. I know I'm being a bit frantic. I feel like it's going to take a bit of time for me to be like, okay, now we got into a groove of these things. I definitely want to check these out though. Oh my god, just as the sun is like shining on them as well. Look at this. Does this lead somewhere? It definitely does lead somewhere. Oh my god, it's so pretty when the sun is shining on them. Whoa. No, I thought I died there again. Oh my god, I thought I died there again. Is it, do you think it'd be easy to get over there? We definitely can't make that jump. We definitely cannot make that jump. I know we can't. But it's interesting to see these runes anyway. Be careful. Me. It might have been good to bring our suit with us, right? When we're leaving anyway, regardless of whether we need the suit here or not, right? Just so we can maybe get up quicker. Because I don't want it to be a thing where we have to die to get back up. You know what I mean? Because now I'm terrible. Yeah, we might bring the suit. Yeah, this might be a smarter thing to do. Especially since, like, you know... Like, we can easily climb up these things, right? But I'd still think it'd be easier for us to get up here with the suit. It's also new and also fresh, right? Everything feels very, like, new and exciting as well. You see what I mean? Like, we can climb up this, like, and they clearly don't want to soft lock you in this area and for you to have to, like, you know, end your life. You know what I mean? But I feel like getting the suit would be a good idea as well. Yeah, man, that Nomai statue. My theory right now is that, like, that's the thing. Oh, well, not my theory. Like, it's very clear that that's, like, tied to us being resurrected, right? We died through how everyone dies, which is waterfall, right? The biggest cause of death in the world. What do you mean it's not the biggest? No, it is. Everyone dies to waterfall. No, like, waterfall is the number one. Yeah, it's and then also going out into Adel Rock without a spacesuit. It's funny that you're saying it's not right now, but it is. It is, right? Everyone dies that way. Right? I'm correct, right? It must be. Yeah, this is why we did bring the suit with us. It's probably a good idea regardless of whether we need it down here or not. Yeah, it'll just make things quicker as well. I didn't expect this game to be so free-flowing, by the way. Again, as I said, I thought it was going to be like a side-scroller. I thought it was going to be like some sort of like a little exploration game. That'd be super fun. Right? I thought it was going to be a super fun exploration game, but I thought it was going to be like more like 2D. I didn't expect it to be this free-flowing. I mean, you can thrust up and thrust down if you want to as well. I love already that, like, there is this, like, I wonder, should I have gone back to the village after, like, that happened with the Nomai statue? Probably, right? Probably. But yeah, very much too late now, I guess. Well, not too late. We can probably still go back and talk to him, but, like, I kind of want to rip the Band-Aid off a little bit as well, and... Ghost matter detected? Oh, we were told to stay away from this, weren't we? Yeah, maybe we back out of this for a bit. Okay, that's fine. We head up there, I guess, as well. Let's head to Adel Rock. See how much quicker. Yeah, even if we're not actually like going anywhere, like that needs the suit for air, I think it is gonna be like a really good idea to do this. It's kind of scary, isn't it? It makes you feel kind of like so small, but that's probably like what space should make you feel like. I feel like it's a magic of making you feel like you are insignificant in some ways, right? It's kind of nice in a way. Okay. So is that Idle Rock? Yes, let's go. And again, I want to try and land this better. So I'm guessing the best thing we can do here is obviously like, as we get closer to this area. Wait, can we autopilot there? And then we go into landing mode. And then thrusting down. Oh, okay. That's easy enough. He says as he crashes into it. No, go. Is this right? Unbuckle. Pretty bit of an awkward situation here. See, guys, I knew you needed the suit for this. Unidentified signal nearby? And you guys were like, yeah, don't use the suit. Unidentified signal nearby? I'm very bad at this as well. Really cool how you can just follow this as well. I'm guessing it's obviously someone whistling, so I'm guessing friendly, right? That's so cool. Wait, our oxygen tank gets healed by trees nearby? That's awesome. Esker.
Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
Don't our travelers come by?
The lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things.
Okay.
Sometimes Church comes by to say hi, but Gabriel is Gabriel. You know how Raybeck feels about unnecessary space flight.
Don't go, I mean, anything else you want to ask? Are they lonely? They seem very lonely. Seems lonely up here.
A little. I'm in touch with ground control. Hornfels and Grosset mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. And when ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch a little scout of the village.
They forgot about you?
I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as other travelers since I'm always in one place.
So they're not traveling as much, so you don't have to be constantly checking in.
And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You always get that in our solar system. Let alone our village.
What was that, you whistling?
Probably. Or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with a signal scope, but best spot for that is North Pole. Great reception. The North Pole is marked on your mini-map, but the Idle Rock is a pretty small moon. Just you really go north and you can't miss it.
So the North Pole. And what is this place?
Ha! Very funny. Oh, stars above your Sirius, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cuts down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping down things.
So because this was an outpost that people can go to repairs, they didn't have to go back to the village, which means reduce the risk of any crashes or fires that would take place in the village, which is something that they said they were worried about. So this kind of meant that they just didn't have to go all the way back to the village and maybe put people in danger there, I guess. I think this is all we talked about today. Very interesting. Ship log update as well. It's a beautiful place, like, again, but like what we see here is so interesting. So this was like a place for people to like get repairs at some point, but now it's just kind of like him on his own here as an outpost. And he's also, as he said there, like a little bit lonely, and you can feel the loneliness from him, like especially him like asking us to like, you know, continue to talk. This is so scary, man, looking at it from this perspective. Which is quite sad, right? It's definitely quite sad. But I think it's also like a very interesting, it's so crazy that our own village, like we're looking at it from this perspective. But I think it's showing, like, you know, that this whole space travel thing is, like, while it can feel kind of, like, a bit glamorous, right? Because, again, we talked about the heroic nature of those photos we saw and how people, like, mythicize a lot of the people that have gone before them. In a lot of ways, it just is, like... That's so cool. In a lot of ways... There's obviously downsides to it too. There's lonely parts to it too. It's not always just gonna be like this glamorous old space travel thing. What is this? Just a crashed ship, maybe? Possibly? I just want to check out this place. It's very dark and very spooky. Man, look at that. That's just the sun, right? I don't know if it's called something different here. Oh, look. Is this the North, was he talking about like a place that's called the North Pole on this place, or is it like a thing that actually is the North Pole on the planet? Let's see. Oh, let's go. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48, still not picking up Rybek's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Oh, that's actually very sweet as well. Again, the idea of like using music and whistles and songs to be able to attract people, it seems like it's like a big thing about their, the culture of space travel. Listen to Chert play for a while for today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Gosan their flirting is not subtle from Ariel's perspective. So Porphy and Gosan are like flirting. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Oh, that's a relief. Sounds like Rybek is doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know. It was probably nothing. That's terrifying. No, it's back again today. Something strange is coming from Timber Hearth. What? I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timber Hearth sounds exactly like Feldspar harmonica. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be that is so interesting. I'm still here. This is creepy. It's still here. Maybe the signal scope was broken. I better talk to Ganesh. So they heard Feldspar's harmonica from our home area. So there is possibly a notion that, well, the reason why obviously he naturally is like, that's weird, is he's gone missing. So why would you hear his harmonica? Especially like if he's gone missing, wouldn't he come and say something? Why would he be hiding if that's the case? But it's so interesting as well, like, and such a very good story beat as well, to have a character like oh my god, I'm already blanking on the name. I gotta make sure I get these names right. But like him, who clearly like is very lonely, clearly thinks about other people as well, clearly craves people to be kind of like maybe talk to him more as well. Like he's one of the first people to notice this, maybe because of the quietness, maybe because of, oh, look at this. You know, it's so quiet here, so you probably would notice more. I'm gonna die here again. What is this? Obviously, it's like a thing where you have to... Do you have to line up all the... No, there's no lining up with stuff as well. Seems like a puzzle as well. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Okay. I said back to the ship. Whereabouts is the ship? Here. But yeah, like it adds a very somber feeling as well, because already Feldspar being missing is a very upsetting thing, right? And you can feel it with characters. They obviously like miss him. There's kids there that talk about him like and mythify him as well, as you would. Oh, we can't. I've come too far. That's awesome. So what's his name again? Esker, who noticed as well, but again, because probably it is so quiet as well, and you can see him, he's thinking about everybody, not just thinking about the people he's not just thinking about like Feldspar, he's thinking about everybody, what they're doing. He wants to make sure that that he was hearing the banjo. He was talking about the few people flirting. Like he definitely craves more like companionship in a lot of ways, and I think that probably is because it's so lonely up here. But when I'm trying to get my point across as I'm exploring, because it's so interesting to look at this place as well. Look at this flag up here also. It adds like a tinge of like another tinge of mystery to the Feldspar thing. Why is there a harmonica there? And there's already sadness from the Feldspar being missing, and now we have this feeling of like, but I heard it, and that must weigh so heavily on his mind, especially when you miss someone so badly. I heard his harmonica. It would weigh on your mind so heavily. View the ship log. So Lunar Lookout isn't where he was talking about as well. And now since we have like kind of a lock on this thing as well, right, we can mark this on our map. Esker is growing a crop of trees out of their camp. They seemed to be doing okay, but they've probably been alone on the moon for too long. That's definitely what I feel as well. Can we zoom in here as well? So that's Esker's camp. That's the Lunar Lookout we went to as well. And this here is the Dark Bramble Seed. Oh, it's so cool how we're making like our own little map here as well. There's the Lunar Ruins as well. Is that the place that the ruins we went to before, or rumor mode? What's this? I found a poem written in one of these trees in the grove. There's more to explore here. Okay, so there's definitely something else we can do there as well, which is perfect. We can definitely figure it out as well. I hear there are Nomai runes somewhere on Adelrock. No one knows where they are or why they're built. So that's here on Adelrock. I look up platform with the spectacular view on the solar system. Esker uses their single scope here to keep tabs on our travelers. He definitely does. A seed from the Dark Bramble crashed here and has already taken root. Tektide wants us to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. So should we use a scout launcher there as well? Should we go back and use the scout launcher? I'm definitely, yeah. And then there's also the Lunar Ruins as well. It's overwhelming, but I feel like it's only going to be overwhelming for a bit. You know what I mean? I feel like eventually we're just going to have to take it slow and like have a bit of fun with this stuff as well. I'm trying to think of what we should do next. Should we go back and see if we can find those Lunar Runes? I think that's probably what it was there, right? The thing we saw there. Maybe we can figure out that puzzle in some ways. I think it's down here, right? Or no, it's where the red is. But I'm not sure what the puzzle is here. No, it's the other way around. Did not mean to do that. So maybe we should bring our ship to the other end there so we can have like a refuel of oxygen, possibly. But what are we going to do about fuel? Yeah, let's bring our ship down there as well. Great music as well. So like say if we like bring our ship closer to this other area, because I think that might be what the runes are talking about as well. Look at that. How do I get back down to it? Oh, autopilot as well. We can't land there. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. And then we just go to landing mode. Yeah, okay. I went in too fast. What's that? What's that? What is that? What was that? What was that, like a supernova? Like, what was that? I have no earthly idea what that was. And we keep reviving as well. Do we like save on every revive as well? You know the ship is a death trap, right? You're looking at him in a time loop because otherwise I'd be super dead. And look, I don't have a ground for medical reasons because I have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell, man? What was that? Man, this game is kind of like messing me a little bit as well. Before we do anything, I want to see if we talk to other people, does the dialogue change now after everything that's happened? Hey, it's you. Slate, you're blasting off on your ship today. Slate said you're blasting off on your ship. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going to space? I'm still going. You better. It's been forever since I launched into space. I really want to see it. Really bad. If you want to try out my model ship, Slate said it's just a real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Okay, so we don't, I guess dialogue doesn't change for everybody, so again, I want to go back to Adderrock and see if we can find those runes then, I guess. Man, that is so scary. So like, what triggered that? At all, what triggered that? That was one of the scariest experiences I've ever had in my freaking life. So does the ship log stay the same? It does. We still have like... So everything here stays the same. We also have this, the Lunar Ruins, which I think that's exactly what we were looking at here as well. So if I can go... Mark on location HUD. And buckle up again. Like, genuinely a terror... Like, I didn't know what was happening. So I can go autopilot to fly to here. And then when you get to there... You go to landing mode. And do I, like, just... do a slight gentle landing there? Is that what we can do? As much as possible? And then do a cockpit view. Unbuckle. Pre-flight checklist. Jetpack auto boost. Freeze time while talking to others. Freezes time while talking to characters reading journal signs to prevent the character... Oh, wait. So we can... Is this like things we can choose to have? That's interesting. So I guess like it's like this is like a kind of like a roguelike in a way. And freezing time will let us have like more time. So I guess like there is a timed thing. Is that what the thing was? I mean, I guess we'll know if it happens again. Yeah, this is what I was thinking were the runes themselves. Man. This game just made me like all the more nervous as well. So how do we do this here? Like, we'll see how we do this here. So we have, it has to have something to do with this, right? So if I put it into this section here, it moves. And the thing is, there's a. Oh. It's pointing at the sun. So do you have to point it at something else as well? And now it's going to point at our village as well. So is there something else we can point it at? Something. It feels like something is moving. Did that do anything? Hold to translate. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator. I can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. Okay. However, something strange is happening. When I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal, the device indicates rotates wildly and never points in just one direction. Anything else? I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments again. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Ship log updated. No, we can't do anything with... Pick up scroll? Where would this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need larger than this eye signal locator. Like, no, I read that completely wrong. It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. It would recommend building on that planet. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I can construct a new building to house the proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Konoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I'll begin construction on Brittle Hollow South Pole immediately. So are they saying to go to Brittle Hollow? So they're bringing an eye locator. And then they set up here Brittle Hollow. So maybe they built something on Brittle Hollow we have to check out. Ship log is updated, so maybe we have to check out Brittle Hollow. Oh, cool, like little pieces of oxygen. That's awesome. So did we actually do something with this, or is this... Because it's pointing at the sun. But I don't know if that's what it wants us to do. Like, can I move this to something else? Like, does it point at wherever I move? So if I move this here, what does that do? Where does the eye go? It points there. What is that? Wait. Is that moving? Every time we move this, does it move this as well? So let's try this again. Like, does it move our place? So if I move this here. No, maybe not. Not quite sure what this is. But it seems like we have to maybe go to Brittle Hollow. And where does this point then? Oh, did this reset it maybe? Okay, let's keep it pointing at the sun for now, I guess. I'm not sure. Not sure what this exactly this is, but we do have more information at the very least to go to Brittle Hollow. Whereabouts is our ship again? Let's check out the ship log. And see what it says now after this as well. It might be what we did what we came here to do. We got the information about Brittle Hollow and the signal locator.
We'll see, though.
There, so Southern Observatory. So it still has, we still have more stuff to do here. Right? We still have some more stuff to do here, so... The Nomai device created pinpoint sources of distant signals. The Nomais were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. There's more to explore, okay. And then they also, here, which would be in Brittle Hollow, a larger, more sophisticated ice signal locator look on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Dark Bramble Seed. Esker's Camp. And then also the stuff over here with that as well. There's still some other stuff to look at here. And if you go into map mode, it shows you like exactly where those things can be, right? So that's Brittle Hollow. That's where this stuff is. Quantum Grove, Dark Bramble Seed, Esker's Camp, Ice Signal Locator. So that's definitely what we have to look at as well also. So it was a failure to detect a signal for something called the Eye of the Universe. Should we take out our signal locator as we're like doing that maybe? Should we try it? It's down here, isn't it? Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Yep. So like say if I we have it like aimed towards the sun. If I aim it towards here. No. Okay, I thought that maybe that might be something as well. What if we change it and then like bring it over to here again? Wait. Is that the harmonica? The harmonica is there. But this as well. Okay, there's something to... Again, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but... Let's try this as well. So there is a harmonica sound as well. I think I want to go back to our home place and like trying to figure some stuff out there as well. And there's the banjo. That's right. So it seems like it's just a signal locator, but there's more to this. They said themselves. Okay, but we'll figure it out as we're going forward. If we want to come back and figure it out, we can. Let's go back to the ship, and I actually want to see if we can maybe like find out more stuff like in our own space and time. Whereabouts was Esker's Camp, though? I want to see if there's anything more to say about it now that we found that. It's this way. You know what I mean? Now that we found this, like maybe there is like a thing, and you could just find them like through our signal locator. But I kind of want to see if we can see something here as well. It's you. Oh, because we didn't meet him before, yeah. Talk to you later, okay. So nothing's really changed about that as well. Interesting. Yeah, I think we head back to our place and then maybe try to figure out some of the other stuff, like bit by bit, try to figure out some stuff there as well. I wouldn't mind going to a different area as well, but like, I also kind of want to find out what's happening with that plant. Maybe we can send out something like the scout launcher and see what's happening there. Go back to that Grove place as well, see if we can figure out something to do with that also. That might be a fun thing to do as well. Turn suit. And this is our home place, right? Oh God! And then we go to landing mode. And we go down, but we don't want to land in the village, right? So... says as he lands in the village. Well, this could work. Exit to repair damage. Oh, perfect. Yeah, like we figured out to do this, right? It's at the rear? Because I keep crashing. Like, how do I just like land nicely? Do I need the suit to repair damage? Yeah. Anything else we need to repair as well? I just need to learn how to land more gently, right? For sure. Okay, so... Man, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I'm definitely trying to get my bearings on this. We definitely should bring our ship to where we go. So we're going to find that dark bramble seed again. This is probably like a very frustrating watch, I'd say, for my first episode, for sure. And you know why it is? Because I'm not figuring out fully what to do just yet, but hopefully we will over time. So this is where the seed was. So actually we should land near here, right? So like... What's the best way to like... to do that though, I wonder? So should we go down... There's Esker's camp. I actually love seeing that. I can't wait to meet more characters as we're going forward as well. Whereabouts is the crater? It's this way. Yeah, follow the smoke. Follow the smoke. That was very silly of me. Very silly. So can we send it in here? Oh my god. Is this oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Can we talk to him about this as well after we've done this? You know, I'm doing something here. We talked about this stuff before. Retrieve scout. Is that inside this? Like, did you see this thing here as well? Like what do we do about this thing? like what is that? It's like it looks like an anglerfish of some kind. I threw a little scout into the seed. You did? And you're telling me it's bigger on the inside than the outside? It's way bigger. There's something in there. It's going to be a chore to chop up, but no mistake. Can we even remove a seed that doesn't even have the decency to stay the same size all the way through? Maybe I better grab an extra axe or 3. More than that. Way more than that. I tried. Is there a signal down there? The harmonica. Wait. What? What? There's this blasted seed and all damage when it crashed like this crater. My signal's was picking up a harmonica inside the seed. Inside the seed, I don't know what to tell you. There's only one harmonica player I know, and it's Feldspar, and they disappeared ages ago. Listen here, don't go telling Ganesh about the harmonic music, okay? They'll never get me. They'll never let me get rid of this darn seed if they suspect has any musical talent. Why is it playing the harmonica in there though? We asked that question before as well. What the hell was that, man? That looks so scary already. It looks so much scarier already. Like, what do we even do about that? Ow. Like, what can we do about that? So the harmonica that they heard was coming from, that Esker heard, was coming from that bramble seed. But what does that even mean? How does that even work? How is that even a thing? Man, my heart, like, stopped thinking about that, honestly. Inside the seed? That's the nomad thing. That thing is there as well. When I launched my scout seed into that crashed on Timber Hearth, ended up in a much bigger space filled with fog and thorny vines. That is terrifying. I see even Dark Ram crashed here and has already taken root. Tektite wants to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. My signal scope picks up harmonica music and I aim at the seed. I launch my little scout into the seed and somehow the seed is much bigger than the inside. Is it possible that that's where he is then? Like, how do I refuel this, by the way? Is there a way to refuel it? I don't know. I kind of want to go back to those runes then again, I guess as well. The area where that was really weird, that kept changing stuff. Because they said there's some stuff to explore there. I just got scared and left. Whereabouts was that again? Here? I think it was here. Yeah. Oh man. Cool asteroids as well. Oh, we're back to the waterfall. Man's worst enemy, am I right, guys? You guys get it. The silent killer. But Alvin, waterfalls are very loud. The silent killer. Waterfalls. They kill everybody. They are a death trap. That's not the case though. Unidentified signal nearby. There we go. Okay. Wait, nearby? That doesn't seem very nearby. That seems... Grove shard quantum fluctuation? Why though? I'm guessing that signal will change over time as well. Like if I do this, it's gonna lock on it again. Is this all we have to do here? Maybe is like find this. We should be sending our scout more as well, right? And there's an unknown signal that way. Should we? Oh, this is just the music. I'm not sure what else to do here. I love the music though as well. The setting is so fantastic too. I think I might go to the brittle place. Might be a good idea. Let's see what we can do there. Because I don't know what we can do with the harmonica right now. Maybe there's something we can do there because we can't just jump into it, right? But we do know there is something there as well. Should we go talk to Ganesh? Is probably the best option because like he said don't talk to Ganesh, which to me is like, hey, talk to Ganesh. You know what I mean? I know I don't want to betray him, but like possibly. That was one of the scariest things I'd seen, though. So cool. Where's our ship? Over this way, okay. We're gonna run out of fuel as well. I am very much so we're gonna run out of fuel. Oh my god, it happened again. It happened again. It must be a time thing. Oh my god, that's so scary. I think that's what they mean by the pausing of the time in the menu and so. Oh my god. So it is kind of like a roguelike. You have to get as much done as possible in that time. And now we have a memory of all this too. That is so scary. So I'm guessing it is like a timed thing then. That this supernova thing will happen. But and it definitely saves everything too as well. Jesus, dude, this is such an overwhelming experience. Yeah, we're in a time loop. We're in some sort of time loop. Should we go find Ganesh and see? Because again, I feel like everything is like saves for us as well. Our knowledge of stuff will save, right? We still probably took a picture of what happened in there. Ganesh was the one with the one over here, right? This is so weird. This is so weird. So something has happened when we interacted with that statue. That's when everything changed. Wait, is that Ganesh? I think that's Ganesh, right? Yes. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any other travelers up there, remind them. Tell me about the other travelers' instruments. Cherts, drums, Rybeck's banjo, Gabro's flute, and Feldspar's harmonica. Of course, through Feldspar's missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like yesterday they were playing the harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in this space, it'll be one of the space programs of our travelers, which is a great way. It's such a fantastic way of like discovering other characters. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. That's such a good idea. So wait, so we can't... Okay, so maybe we have to do it again for that, or maybe we just can't tell Ganesh. Maybe we could tell. Maybe we could like, guys, my mind is kind of melted here. Maybe we could like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, to not embolden, to validate Esker's feelings that he's heard the harmonica. Because everything saves. Our knowledge of stuff saves, but what we didn't save is what I'm guessing. We are in some sort of time loop ever since we got interacted with that statue. I say we go to the brittle place, right? What you think? And check that out. I'd say so anyway. Because now, if we look at our log, this is a brittle. This is the signal thing. But what does that mean? How do we get? Again, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna take it every day, one step at a time. One step at a time. Is there any way to, like, refuel our suits? There probably is, but I'm just being very silly. Okay. Where's this? Hollow's lantern sounds very cool. Oh, I was trying to click on this actually. Yeah, there is Brittle's Hollow. Okay, let's head over here. So can we autopilot just over to there? Yeah, that makes sense, right? And I know like maybe like it defeats like maybe some of the purposes here, but like I think it's actually quite fun to do the autopilot as well. And then we go into... Oh, look at this location, dude. It does look very brittle, doesn't it? Landing mode. Horizontal thrust. Also, that's what we are going closer. But I don't want to land right in there, whatever that is. We want to make sure we're landing on solid ground for sure. I'm so bad at this, man. So bad at that part of it, for sure. Should we not land this here? Should we not do this? Oh, and I should check this as well. So we did get that. We got this. I found a poem on the trees in the grove. There is a strange rock shard in the grove that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal of quantum fluctuations frequency. It's kind of fun to like check those things off, right? Even if we don't know fully what we're doing, it's kind of fun to check it off. Is there any signal here as well? I know we're trying to find the signal tower here. Right, no, before I go, I know what it is, what we're trying to find here, remember what they built here, but I want to read it directly so we don't get there and like we're kind of like, oh, what do I have to do, you know? So it's this here, right? The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. So the South Pole of Brittle Hollow. Which would be the blue one? Ah. What the hell is that? Oh, look at all that down there. This area is insane. You know what makes perfect sense now? I was going to buy this on Steam Deck because it was on sale. And very, very specifically, like I looked up like how it runs, like what it runs or whatever on different systems. And the game was like I learned that this was going to struggle a little bit. And I was like, whoa, like this must be like one of those games that has like really beautiful art in it, even though it's a 2D game. I thought like, you know, I know you're gonna be like, Calvin, how'd you not know it was a 3D game at the point? But like, man, games have advanced so much that like sometimes even like 2.3 HD games, games that are, I don't think 2D is a word. I meant like kind of like 2.5D with like a side-scrolling element. Is kind of what I kind of thought it was. So it makes sense, like, because this game is bigger than I ever thought it could be. This game is massive in terms of just like its location and its scale. It's incredible what it does. This definitely must be it. How cool. But I paid the extra because I was like, okay, I might as well get this on like the system that is really well, you know, this is 1440 60, which again, I don't care about the 4K or 60 or anything like that, but like you just want it to run properly, of course, don't you? That's all we kind of want. There's our ship. Oh, we landed right beside it, by the way, which is so funny. Is there a way to get in here? Maybe up top? Ow. Is it down below we have to get in there from then? Do you think? Like, is there a special place to get in down below somewhere? Possibly. Well, look, there's a thing here, so maybe we have to go through here. There it is. Perfect. What is this? I'm here. I did it. I put the ship down safely. And that ship went down. The ship went down, and I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Felsar would be barely have laughed at me, I bet. Again, mentioning Felspar, he is like this like person that people like clearly miss and look up to. That's good news. And the bad news, I found a way inside the structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think we would have found a different entrance by now if there was one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to try and find a way down. So head north. Okay, so we have to head north because this is not letting us in. That's so cool. A great way of letting us like find out what to do. Hearing someone else's log, hearing what they did as well. So heading north would be... Is there like... So first of all, getting... Oh, this isn't our ship. This is their ship. Oh my god, that's so cool. I was like, man, my ship landed right. I'm glad it like that is the case, by the way. You know why? Because I was actually like, how did I not notice? What happened there? Did it like get blown into the sky? It probably got blown into the sky. Look at this location. It's absolutely insane. I don't want to drop down there just yet because I'm terrified, but it's like such a cool view. Okay, we don't have much fuel or oxygen left. We're probably going to die. Our ship has been blasted into the sky. Look at that. Is that actually our ship? I should have landed it the same place they landed it. Not in the freaking place where like everything's getting blown up. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Let's just try and get what we can done. Did our ship did it actually get blown into the sky, or is someone flying it? Genuinely, we're gonna die of a lack of oxygen, but we're gonna try and get what we can for now. Man, these insides are so freaking cool. We might have to go down there. This is such a cool game. I'm getting hooked. I'm getting so hooked. Is my ship really in the sky? My ship is really in the sky. Look at oh, it's another one of these runes. The Know My Runes again. We're gonna have to figure out how to do this because they seem like obviously like puzzles, right? Oh god! No! Okay, no! Come on! I gotta learn to control that better. There's like some translations on the wall here as well. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like a violent friend? Hollow's lantern, so Hollow Lantern's a violent friend. This moon isn't volcanic. To my unaided eyes, sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. So there's something to do with Hollow's lantern. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis: could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show with its face. So they're talking about a moon that he found, a phantom moon in the sky. Imagine there's two volcanic moons. There can exist too much lava. And then I imagine there'd be none of us left. I strongly prefer to test the null hypothesis. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? So it leaves its friend's Hollow lantern? So something to do with Hollow's lantern, maybe? We're dying. Like, it's over. The ship is like... Unless we can, like, fly out into Esker's area and fly to the ship somehow. Yeah, we're dying here. What? Obviously, that's my fault completely, by the way, for landing the ship in a location like that. Like, this is such a cool location, but I landed it where there was, like, things landing everywhere and stuff. Oh my god, we're getting woozy as well. Yeah. Holy hell, man. What must have happened is the thing must have hit the ground and blew my ship into the sky. At least we, like, have some more insight as well. Guys, I'm probably going to end the video here as well, and I know that the first episode here is definitely going to be me like kind of like getting to turns and stuff and getting to the grips and everything, and like we didn't actually like find out like the best way to do everything and all this stuff too. I understand that. I imagine it's saved at this point, right? I imagine it has saved. Right? I imagine it's saved. Unless we have to like doze off. Wait, what's happening here? Wait, is this to pass the time? Okay. I thought it was going to be like a save point or something. I imagine it has saved at this stage. I imagine it has. But yeah. Obviously, we're not like in this game, and we can maybe walk around as we're talking about this as well, just have a little bit of jump around the place as well. Obviously, when we're talking about this game here, like, it's I don't think it's a game that, like, we're going to be having big lore discussions in a way that, like, there will be, like, lore and, like, different things in between there as well, like, but, like, I feel like also it's, like, it's not, we're not playing a game that's, like, story all the time. It's, like, there's little tidbits and pieces around here as well. And in this episode, I feel like we got to explore a bit and catch our bearings a bit. And I feel like now, already, I'm like, next episode, exploring is going to be, like, way easier. I'm feeling like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can explore. I can find out stuff. But there's so many interesting little tiny things to exploration. And, like, it goes from being like, oh, my God, this is overwhelming to, like, oh, my God, exploring is, like, the most beautiful thing in this game. And already it's something that's so fun and exciting and makes me want to play more. And that's a good sign. The feeling of, like, okay, I'm having fun more than I am anything else is what needs to have the breakthrough. Because at first it was overwhelming, and, like, I'm not even joking. There was a time when, like, I legit felt like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Like, legitimately, that's what I felt like. I felt like, okay, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. And, like, and it was a split second. Because, again, I was having fun, but I felt, oh, is this going to be too overwhelming? Right? I'm just being honest. I felt for a second, I think it was, when I died, to Noak. No, that wasn't one of the moments. I think that was part of it. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be so bad at this. But I think another part of it was like when I was trying to fly around the ship, I generally felt like, and tried to find the place to go, which is the best place to go. I generally felt like, oh man, I might not be built for this. And I think it's like one of the times I kind of felt like, okay, maybe I might not be able to do this. And it was like a weird feeling because like I enjoyed the atmosphere of this game. I was enjoying my time with the game. And in that moment, I was just like, if I'm going to have to do this all the time, I'm going to be like in a really bad way. Oh my God, I suck so bad at this. I'm not going to be able to, it's overwhelming. Where do I go? What do I do? But like, I think I've locked in already the feeling of just like, take every bit at a time, explore. Yes, it seems that something will happen every once in a while where a supernova attacks you, as they mentioned the supernova before in the game. But it's not about rushing about the place. You don't have to like rush to finish everything or anything like that. And again, it wasn't that I was rushing, but it was more just like, what do I do? Thinking about what can I do? And that isn't the best way to like go about something like that, right? That isn't the best way to go about that. Because the game has you in a time loop, obviously because it wants to make like maybe like the feeling precious of exploration. It wants to like, build upon the knowledge you already have so you can like go into the world again. And while the rest of the world feels kind of fresh, you're still gaining this knowledge as going through it as well. But I see the time loop as less as a restriction and more as like a fun gameplay mechanic that allows for us to build upon and reset on our other feelings, on our exploration we've already done. So when I'm exploring the place, like for example, as I just died just there, now I'm going back into this place. I will not land my ship in the same place I did before. I will not, I will make sure I have enough fuel and enough oxygen. I will make sure that my ship is nearby in the place I need to explore. And I know these for the future, right? It's the same thing with like, when it comes to like finding out information. For example, when we went to when we talked to Esker about the harmonica, right? Or when we talked to him about the lunar place, like we're building up all this information. When we did the scope thing into the seed, all this stuff is building on information that we have as players and now as our player has as well. So like, it's this really fun thing where every time I die, at first I was like, what the hell is happening? Oh my God. And it felt overwhelming. But now I'm like, I kind of see it as a breath. Am I weird for thinking that? That maybe it's going to feel different as we go forward. I'm like, oh no, I was so close. But there's like this feeling of like, okay, reset. Let's head back in. Let's figure out what we're doing. Okay, let's do this now. Let's do that now, right? Okay, we did that before. Now we can do this. Now we can go straight to there. I feel like that's like not a bad feeling to have when it comes to this as well, you know? So I'm actually like, I think I actually am getting a little bit more acquainted with the exploration already. I think I'm already feeling this addiction where I can't wait to play more. I can't wait to get back into this and play more. And that's a good feeling. Because I feel like any game, like, I'm going to bring up Stardew Valley in this. I'm going to bring up, Stardew Valley is a perfect example. I'm trying to think of another game that'll be another perfect example of this. Subnautica is a perfect example of this, where like the first few episodes, there's a genuine feeling, not with Stardew Valley as much, but I remember with Subnautica, I felt the same thing where it's like, I'm having a great time, but there's this overwhelming feeling every once in a while, every few minutes where I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? But then the fun comes back. But just like Subnautica, around the time of like the second episode or whatever, maybe it was a little bit longer, I've already gotten to the place where I'm like, that overwhelming feeling has gone and it's now turned to a curiosity and a want for exploration and a want to like travel around these places and look at all these places and explore these places and find more information on the Nomai and all this stuff as well. And that's a good thing. That's such a good thing that I've already broken through with that for me personally. Now, gameplay-wise, am I going to need to get better? Of course. Of course. And you're going to see that when you're watching this playthrough as well. You're going to be like, okay, he needs to get better here, and I'm always going to be accepting like your guys' tips and stuff. But it definitely is one of those things where like I can totally acknowledge that like there's like, you know, places I have to definitely improve on. But I think we've already technically improved on some aspects. It just means we need to get better at other aspects too, which that's going to happen in one of these games as well. But I think that, yes, I have emotionally already acclimated to the idea of like, okay, we're in a time loop. Okay, there's something happening here with this time loop. I have to like explore this place as much as possible and explore this Nomai technology. And now it feels like the story is not just about like maybe, the mystery of Felspar. It's not just about the mystery of the Nomai. It's about the mystery of the Nomai, but now it's more also about like the idea of like, well, it's the Nomai. And it's finding out why I'm in a time loop now. And I wonder if that's like, again, we probably should have gone back to the statue in general, which I actually can go back there right now. Actually, we can go back there as we're talking. And this can be our final discussion as we're going there talking as well. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, it changes the motivation a little bit because now we're in a time loop. Now, like our dreams of like going out and exploring and finding like new things and like this excitement that we had now turns to the idea of like, okay, we're trapped in some sort of weird time loop. We're in a space where we cannot progress further than a certain point, but our knowledge can and our mindset can. Yes, everything's going to reset, but at least we can know that we did something. And again, if in the game that is like so far from me already about the idea of like exploring and gaining knowledge and learning about the world and the people that came from before us, like making great scientific advancements and all this stuff too, it kind of feels like it adds to the idea with the loop where it's like, yeah, we're not breaking out of this, but we still are making some really cool discoveries. Now, this statue has already turned to this place again, but now there's two people here. Is that Hornfels? The statue opened its eyes, so it's still open. Bet you wish you'd seen that happen, huh? Me too, I did see it happen. I'm not even a little close to understanding what's going on with the statue. Was there something else you needed? So we're not going to be finding out anything here that we already didn't find out. That's so interesting. So, and which would make sense. Like, it's not a situation to me where, like, I think you could say, why isn't he telling everybody? Because the first person we talked to, Hal, had the appropriate response. What are you talking about? I was looking to find you. Look, I gotta see this. The Nomai statue's eyes are open. They used to be closed. Probably started with that, and now they've opened. We're not sure why they opened, so there's no one actually saw it happen, but this is huge news. Should someone tell Gabbro or maybe Rayback? Oh, stars are so exciting, making my stomach hurt. So maybe we should go talk to those characters as well. Yeah, at least I came back here and tried to do this too. But yeah, I do think the time loop adds to the idea of new discoveries and exploration, but it's still a feeling of being trapped. And it's something we have to figure out what we're doing here because it stifles, you know what's so funny? It stifles our physical exploration, but I don't feel like it stifles our gaining of, it does stifle our gaining of knowledge because again, like we have a limited time to discover stuff with that supernova. But we retain knowledge. But we still have to find out what's happening with the stuff. Of course we do, especially with the statue staring at us and all those things in between. Of course we have to find out what's happening there. Jesus Christ. It's so interesting to me, and the mechanics are actually not overwhelming. I I haven't played many roguelikes in my life at all. I played some on the channel for like a little bit, like say like for Inscription's a roguelike, but like I don't play many roguelikes in my actual life. I played Rogue Legacy for a bit, and that's really fun too, but I played as like a casual thing. And to me, a roguelite is something that's obviously very famous and stuff like that as well in terms of genres. But for me, I like the idea of them if they interact with the story in a good way, and I think this interacts with the story in a good way because it adds to the mystery of the Nomai. It makes us feel very like lonely in this world as well. There's that feeling of loneliness. It makes the mystery even deeper, and it also is like a symbol, I think, a lot for like the exploration and retaining of knowledge in this game as well. I think it's really, really interesting what they're doing here. I actually think it's fantastic, personally. In terms of like meeting the characters, like meeting Esker was so interesting. I love the idea they're adding like characters that have like their own like personalities and their own feelings. He's a lonely character who's always checking in on all his friends, and the idea of like music being something that like is the way to signal where someone is such a beautiful idea, but also then it turns into a creepy idea when it comes to Feldspar as well. But I love the idea that like if you can hear someone's banjo or someone's guitar or someone's, you know, a harmonica, you know where they are. But obviously, as I said, while it's a beautiful thing and such a beautiful harmonious thing, it also leads to the idea of like a darker vibe and a scarier vibe when Esker says he hears the harmonica. And of course, everyone else is going to be like, dude, there's no way you hear the harmonica, dude. Like, come on. But we heard it inside that dark bramble seed. And what a great moment that was when we send that signal thing down into that seed. And there was like this anglerfish type thing. And we heard the harmonica down there too. But it's playing, right? It's not, if I saw an anglerfish type thing and I heard the harmonica, like, you know, or if I heard like, you know, it's impossible. What I'm saying is like, it can't be that they got like, they're like dead down there because there's like a playing of the harmonica. But what's so interesting to me as well, because Feldspar being missing, like, is something that affects the whole village and affects Herthia in different ways. Again, I forget the name, but the guy we were talking about is Tekite was that we were talking? Was that we were talking to? He kind of like didn't brush it off, but he was kind of like naturally like, dude, like, what are you talking about? This thing just landed here. He's been missing forever. You think if we heard his signal here on this planet, we would have like noticed it, right? And he probably just thinks we're hearing things. These seem like frustrating answers, but they're actually like very natural things that people would say. I hear the harmonica of a guy that's been missing forever. It's there in that seed. Dude, what are you talking about? Come on, you know? But the idea of it being deeper than it actually is very scary. The idea of having this like expansive location in the seed is something that, again, adds to the mystery of the game, adds to the fear of the game as well. There's like cool anomalies like that, like shifting stone that we saw in that area too. And there's also that death waterfall that kills any player that goes near it, factually so. It like kills people in a second. It's meant to kill people. Right? Correct. Glad you all agree. But yeah, it's pretty it's a game full of curiosity and interesting stuff, even on the level of like meeting people as well. I can't meet other characters. Meeting Esker was already interesting. Character who clearly is so lonely but has such a compassion for the people around him and just wants people to talk to him and wants people to visit. Learning about Feldspar and the way people respect him. The kid who was like worried about us. They put the worry about Feldspar onto us because they were like, oh my god, I don't want you to die as well. I don't want you to go missing as well, I should say. Feldspar really affected this village in a lot of ways, and now we're hearing his harmonica, so it feels like we're following maybe his signal as well. I love also as well that the game feels very open, but not in a way that feels like at first it felt overwhelming. Now it doesn't. I love the idea that like, hey, like at a moment's notice you can get up and just go to a different planet. I love that idea. I love the idea that at a moment's notice I can go like, okay, I'm on this place. I'm going to travel back home and do this thing. I thought that we're going to leave this place and never go back home, but you can just go there in like 2 seconds. It's so great. And it means that there's like there's less restriction. And again, for a game that has a time limit clearly with this supernova thing, it definitely is a situation where like allowing you to freely travel in such a way is way more fun than like having it be super restrictive or whatever as well. My excitement for this is at a high. My excitement, the idea of like exploring this place, finding more stuff about these characters, the legendary stuff with Feldspar and what the harmonica's doing there, what's happening with that seed, the stuff with like the other planets and all these different locations. Everything in here is just something that I'm just so excited to explore more of, and that to me is like a really beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful feeling. And again, the game looks fantastic. The dialogue is great. Talking to people feels very like, it feels very like lonely because now we can't tell people exactly how we feel and what's happening to us. But I think that's the whole point. We're supposed to feel kind of like a little bit like we have to figure this out for ourselves because no one else is going to really buy into what we're saying unless there is somebody who will know what we're saying. But yeah, great locations. When we went onto the Brittle location, the area down below is insane looking. I'd love to go there and explore that too. It was cool to find the audio log, which then led it to a different location to where we can find a way to get into that location. All that stuff is exciting. All the stuff is super, super fun. And I'm really excited to see more of that. If you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1 or whatever's in your currency. As I always say, 10 out of the 12 videos in this time slot, which is the Tuesday, Friday, Sunday time slot, are early every 2 weeks on the Roma Reacts week. The Tuesday video is not early just because the way that things work. Sometimes it is early. Sometimes I get it up early, but most of the time it's not always up early because just on those Tuesdays, those 2 Tuesdays, because Roma Reacts takes a bit of time to do, of course. But yeah, you'll get 10 out of the 12 videos in this time slot completely early. If you want to see your name go by in the text credits, which is going by right now, that is the Chunky Baby Gangsta tier at €10, and you get your name in every single video at the end in the text credits, and that's on YouTube members and Patreon as well. And if you want to hear your name be read out at the end of every single video, that is the €15 tier, which is the I can never repay the Baby Gangsta tier, I should say. I can never repay the Baby Gangsta tier, which is the highest tier in YouTube members and Patreon for €15, and you get your name read out every single video as well. And I want to say thank you to the patrons of the highest tier, that being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yule, Anusta, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Liam, High Kasperian, Neo Sharite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axter21, and at the highest tier, my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucien Lively. See you guys soon. Bye bye.